How's it going, Pokemon fans? I'm Forever Pokemon 90, and today I'm going to show you how to play the Pokemon card game. Pokemon is a family's game. You can play with your younger brother, your younger sister, your older brother, your older sister, or your mom and dad, whoever you choose to play with. They want to play with you, then let them play with you. It is pretty much a family's game. A lot of people say it's a kid's game. It is not a kid's game. It is a family's game. Okay, Pokemon has been around since the late 1990s, and it is a very fun game to play. You know, I've been playing stuff like Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon, but I think Pokemon is the most funnest out of them all. But who cares now? Let's get over to my cards, and I'm gonna show you how to play right now. Here is my deck, my Pokemon deck, as you can see. Alright, you have to have 60 cards in a deck. You're not allowed to have no more than 60, or you're not allowed to have less than 60. So you can't have 61 or 59. You have to have 60 cards. Okay, to start off by playing Pokemon, you have to draw 7 cards. Let me draw my 7 cards. That's 6. 7. Okay, once you draw your 7 cards, you have to pull out your prize cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The prize cards has to be 6 cards. Now what the prize cards are is, after you attack a Pokemon and destroy one of your opponent's Pokemon, you would draw a prize card. But you're not allowed to look at them. The reason why I have this, because it's a proxy. I'll get to that later on. But, for an example, right here. I'll get to the proxies later on, and that's in every card game. But back to the card game. Now, when you have all 7 cards, you have to put a basic Pokemon down. Now, to figure out if it's a basic or not, it says right there in the upper left corner. It says basic. And if it's an evolution card, it will either say stage 1 or stage 2. You're only allowed to put a basic Pokemon out. And to start out the game, you have to put it face down. And step number 2. If you have more than one basic Pokemon down, you have to put it face down on your bench. You're only allowed to have 5 monsters on your bench. Okay, if you don't have no basic Pokemon, you have to show your opponent your hand like this. Say, I got no basic Pokemon. Your opponent decides to choose if he wants to draw 1 extra card. So he will be drawing 8 instead of 7. If you both don't have a basic Pokemon, you just shuffle and redraw. No one else draws. Okay, after he puts his basic Pokemon down, flip your cards up, and you start playing. You roll dice, or you can flip a coin. Alright, let's just say we go first. Okay, I drew a card. Now, trainer cards. You're only allowed to play 1 supporter card a turn. For example, these 2 cards. It says item, and it says supporter. You're allowed to play as many item cards as you want per turn. Supporter cards only allowed to play 1. Alright, for example, I'm going to play N. I play N. Shuffle your hand back into your deck. Shuffle your deck and draw the amount of cards you have on your prize cards. That is the card's effect, see? Each player shuffles his or her hand into their deck. Then each player draws a card for each of his remaining prize cards. So I have 6, so I draw 6. So I'm not allowed to play no more supporter this turn. I have 2 trainer cards in my hand. I'm going to play Pokemon Catcher. What a Pokemon Catcher does, it allows you to switch your bench Pokemon with your opponent's Pokemon. For example, if he has a Mewtwo here, and he has a Darkrai here, switch it with the Darkrai. And this card really don't do nothing yet, so I'm not going to play. You're only allowed to play 1 energy per turn. So basically, I'm going to attach him to Mewtwo. I know what you're thinking. Mewtwo is a purple card, meaning Psychic. Why'd you play a dark card on him? I'm going to pick up Mewtwo. Mewtwo has 2 Psychic energies and a white energy. A white energy means you can put anything to them. It will count as anything. You put a dark energy, a purple energy for psychic, yellow energy for lightning. And just what you do. So I'm going for the X ball. So I put this on them. So you can't play no more on them. So you wait until your opponent's turn. Your opponent will go, then your opponent will attack. You can't attack your first turn. Only your opponent can attack his first turn because he's going second. Whoever goes first cannot attack. Let's just say, I'm going to put this right here to demonstrate the opponent. Your opponent plays this. And whoever goes first, you have to draw a card. I forgot to tell you that. You have to draw a card. And if your opponent can't attack, you just go. Eviolite. It's an item. It's a tool card. You're only allowed to attach one tool card per Pokemon, but you're allowed to play as many as you want. Okay, to win this game, you have to get all 6 prize cards, or if you knock out opponent's Pokemon. Like, for an example, boom, I attack a Mewtwo if I have all the energy on him. He's gone. He can't play no more Pokemon, so you win. And if he has Pokemon after Pokemon, you keep attacking, you draw. For EX cards, you draw 2, because they're so powerful. And if you get poisoned, there's going to be some cards that let you get poisoned. You put a poison coin on him. He will lose 10 HP per turn, including your opponent's turn and your turn. He will lose 10. And if you're asleep, you'll turn this way. If you're paralyzed, you'll turn this way. If you're burned, you have to flip a coin to see if you're going to take damage. And confused is this way. If you're confused, you have to flip a coin. If you do your attack, you have to flip a coin. If you don't, you will get hurt, not your opponent, if you get tails. Now, the only way to get out of paralyzed is you have to flip a coin. If it's heads, you're unparalyzed. You can flip a coin beginning of your opponent's turn and at the end of your opponent's turn, and beginning of your turn and at the end of your turn. That's the only way to get up paralyzed. Same thing when it comes to sleep. Same exact thing. Okay. You're allowed to have as many cards in your hand as you want. For example, this is my hand. So, I'm allowed as many as I want. Doesn't matter. Okay? That's basically what you all have to do for Pokemon. And I've got one thing. You're not allowed to, when you first put your Pokemon out on your bench or on your active Pokemon, you're not allowed to evolve till 1 turn later. You always have to wait 1 turn to evolve. So, there you have it. This is how you play Pokemon. I'm Forever Pokemon 90. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And don't forget, check out my last video where you get free Plasma Freeze packs. It's at the end of the month. I'm giving away 4 free Plasma Freeze packs. But the only way you can do it is follow me on Twitter and subscribe to this account. I have my Twitter account in a link below. So, yeah, Forever Pokemon 90. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you, guys.